Hello, YouTube. Welcome back. I was gonna say what's up, and you know what? I just want to share with you guys to have the best hair possible. That's it. And honestly, it's so funny because I'll go through my analytics and there's so many people that'll click off like right at the beginning, and I'm like, it's cool. You know what, man? If you're here for the quick tip and trick, yeah, fast forward it, get right to it. But you know, I just really want to share with you guys, because hair is the most important accessory you will wear, and your hair's got to be awesome. And you know what? I know there's a lot of people out there that can't afford to come into a salon, and that's all right, you know, but that's why you're here in these videos, because I'm gonna share with you guys some really cool things you guys can do at home. I have more concentrated things like DIYs that are really truly at home, but in this video today, I really just want to share with you guys, you know, one of the coolest like layering techniques that is going to just allow you to have so much fun in the front. Because, you know, in this front area, you know, whether it is like having it come back, you know, just pull everything up and just have some pieces down. Like really at the end of the day, this video is about layering, and layering for straight hair, curly hair, wavy hair, whatever kind of texture you have. Great for fine textured hair, thick hair, all of it. So stick around, it's gonna be awesome. I hope he bleeps that out, but it's gonna be amazing. You know, when it really comes down to sharing things with you guys, and I really appreciate you guys sending over some requests that you wanna see. That's awesome. In the comments, you can actually do that. But a lot of times when I get super inspired by something, it's because I do it in the salon and I wanna share that with you. I had a client come into me and she was just a little bit kind of bored with her overall look. You know, she had like a little bit of layer happening in there, but you know, we had about this mid-length going on, and I was like, you know what, we need to go a little bit, we need to go a lot more aggressive. This is kind of me sharing with you what I did on her. I'm gonna take this kind of mohawk section, and I usually go about right here, the corner of like the highest point of the eyebrow. So what I'm gonna do, as you can see, this top view right through here, is I am just gonna bring this forward. And a lot of times when I do this is that I'm gonna take from my comb right off the top of the head, if that was laying flat, and I'm just gonna bring that straight up, just like so. And just keep that line going up just like that. Boom. Take another section right through here, bring this up. And I always want to bring everything towards you. And we are gonna be bringing everything up. This is a stationary section, and so everything is gonna come exactly straight up to your section, just like that. Boom. We're gonna go right below the back of the ear. Comb this up, straight up, straight up, straight up. And you're gonna see how very little hair starts to reach, which is fine, because it's traveling so far. Boom, just like so. Let's come to the back of this section, center back through here. Now this line just goes straight back through here. Bring this up, and let's just even see if this hair reaches, because it might not even reach. If it does, this back portion right through here does just a little bit, just like that. Boom, straight off. Oh yeah. This is gonna be awesome. Now what we wanna do is we're gonna go to the opposite side. Opposite side, straight off from the head as far as that comb. Ah, man.
Congratulations, murderer.
That head might come directly off there. Pound that down.
That's what she said.
Okay, comb straight off head. And you want to match, your fingers want to match that same exact sectioning. So you can see that up. Perfect, just like so. Next section. Make sure I'm brushing it super straight. Make sure I'm right over that section. It's gonna make a huge difference. Cool. Take the rest of this hair, bring this back, bring this up, not bring it back, bring it up. And you can see I'm actually cutting it blunt. I'm not really putting in a lot of texture because we don't necessarily really need to. If I was working on somebody and they had quite a bit of hair, then I would most likely take out a little bit of weight. So the cool thing about this as I start to share this is that you are gonna get a lot of nice layers. You're still gonna have that length in there though, because that length is that travels up to that point. We're not cutting a ton of it off, so we have that length still. So this is gonna be freaking amazing. I'm so excited about this. Super simple. And again, it's not like we're doing a ton here. We've got a nice amount of length through the bottom, and then we just did a layer that goes like this, straight from the head, just like that. And that angle, it's the shortest point right here in the front of that hairline. And then as that goes back, you have more and more length that reaches up. Oh, it's gonna be awesome. Let's go ahead and get this dry. A lot of times when I'm actually kind of brushing through this and really kind of playing with it, it really is just kind of softening up what I just did, giving it more of a lived-in look to where it doesn't look so set. You could round brush this like I did. You could essentially use what brush I was using to pre-dry this in, which is awesome as well, because that would give you a little bit of a softer look. It would make it to where that kind of curl pattern is not as heavy. It would be a little bit, just again, a little bit softer, a little bit softer. And as I start to kind of play with this, the whole point of this is to show you that this is gonna give you a lot of attention in this direction. You know, not so much down through that bottom portion, but, you know, let me just show you here. You know, as you kind of pull this up back through here, you kind of like get rid of this, you can actually have quite a bit of fun in this kind of front area to where it actually looks like you have a completely different haircut, which is fabulous. That right there can be super, super awesome. People are like, oh my gosh, looks like you cut your hair. Oh, no, I didn't. Which is super fun. So if you were to go through here and give it a little bit more, you know, actually let me show you something here really quick. See how that changes the look and makes it just a little bit softer, a little bit. It's got a little bit more of a leaner look to it. So really dependent on your taste, your aesthetic, your style, there's a lot of things that you can do. It still has a nice amount of volume, which is fabulous, but you know, depending on if you give these ends a little bit more curl or if you actually just make those a little bit more straight. So that is really just based on you and your aesthetic. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. It is super attainable. And this again would look good on a lot of different face shapes, you know, because again, it's giving, you have height, you have a nice amount of width, you know, you're taking away bulk, you know, if somebody has a strong jawline, it's fabulous. So show you how to finish this off. This is a product, it's from Kerastase, it's called VIP. And it's just this volumizing powder. It's not a dry shampoo. It really is just, can you smell that? Oh man, it just smells so good. Muy bueno.
Muy bueno, buddy.
I just love hair that is not too set. You know, it's something that somebody can really just kind of put their hands in, they can shake it. I've never been somebody that's like, you have to have every hair in place. You have to do it just like this. Like, that's never been my aesthetic, and that'll never be my aesthetic. I like hair that moves. I like things that, it's got some hair kind of flipping out. It's got a little bit of this. It's got a little bit of that. It is absolutely perfect for you. My name is Jake Thompson. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Truly, it is always a pleasure. I want to thank you for supporting the channel. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you guys in the next video. Before I even start to dry this, you can start to see this mannequin head's got a little bit of wave in it. You could diffuse this, it would be freaking amazing. Because the more you layer with like wavy, kind of curly textured hair, it's a nice way to kind of distribute the bulk in the hair so it doesn't really, it starts to cascade down really nicely. And so you get like a nice balanced out amount of volume, which can be awesome. You know, curly hair doesn't have a tendency to work too well if it's like super like one length, because if it's one length, all of that bulk is gonna sit down wherever that length is sitting, depending on where it is, right? But when you start to throw some layers in there, especially a layer that's not traditionally cut straight across, it's cut at an angle, those layers distribute a little bit different. They don't just all fall at one point. So this is a great layering technique if you've got wave or curl as well. So feel free to do that. You know, I'm gonna smooth it out so I can kind of finish a little bit more cutting, but this would work extremely well if it was diffused or just air dried as well.